This is Arif Halaby on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Hey, welcome to the show, Total Financial Solutions, Save for Money Hour. I'm Arif Halaby along with Jeff Girard on your place for news, talk, and information. Every week at this time, talking about your family's finances, of course, getting out of debt, managing your future. It's all about money, isn't it? The engine that fuels everything about your life. Of course, your health, your heart. You need those things in place, but the engine that fuels everything about your life is your income, isn't it? It isn't a big lump sum of dollars sitting in the bank. It's the dollars that you bring in every single month. And remember, you're not getting, you don't make percentages. You don't take home big lump sum. Oh, I have $1 million in my account and I earned 6.3% and 4.1. What? Who cares about that? I think what matters is at the end of every month, do you have more money coming in? And can you expect those same dollars coming in the next month than you're spending? Right? It's a different formula. When you're working, you realize it's you going to work. Can I find another job? Can I work a little overtime? Can I work part-time? That is the essence of the machine that funds your lifestyle. But when it comes into retirement, what is it? It's your income. And it's more importantly, it's pensions, annuities, guaranteed sources of income, rental property if you're so inclined, dividends if that's what you choose. You have all sorts of other areas, and it's every single month these dollars coming in. Right, then the lifestyle you choose is a lot more freeing because your choice is not dictated by money. Look, I don't know anybody, and probably even Donald Trump and Warren Buffett, anybody who doesn't make decisions where money is a factor, where it's a piece of it. Right? They might have a lot more zeros behind it, Jeff Girard, than I do, but it's still a factor, right?
It sure is. I mean, anybody that's ever said life isn't all about money, well, think of everything that's involved or that money's involved with. It has to be a conversation. It has to be. You don't have to be completely adept at managing it, but when you earn it, you better know how to keep most of what you make.
Yeah, and one of the biggest expenses you're going to have in retirement, folks, believe it or not, is taxes. Depending on where you retire, how you retire, when you take out the money, how you take out the money, all of those things are designed. And here, let me make something rather clear. If you and I were to each have an automobile, and I was to say, hey, I need help moving this weekend. Can you help me? Can you swing by the house and move some things? And you were to say, great, Arif, I brought the sports car. I have the Corvette. I go, well, that's nice, but it's very inefficient. It's going to take you a long time to move 20 boxes when you can only move 1 or 2 at a time. But if we were going to drag race, we were going to try to get to Las Vegas as quickly as possible, my Ford pickup truck is not going to go as fast or be as efficient as your Corvette. So every single financial account you have has a job to do. Like you might look at a dollar bill or a bank account or a statement and think, well, they're all the same. It isn't true. Anybody who tells you otherwise is usually ignorant. Not bad, but ignorant. Right? Just recently had a conversation with somebody who says, I'm going to pull a lump sum out of my retirement account so I can have it as a down payment for a house. Like, you got to be insane. It's like the government sits there licking its chops. The IRS, the state of California, bunch of hyenas right around the edge of the watering hole. They go, come a little closer. Come a little closer. Take a sip. And then they nab you. Maybe it's a crocodile. I don't know. I've seen different franchise tax board people and IRS people. I don't know exactly what they look like. But the job of the entity is to take your money by baiting you with something very exciting. Look at all these zeros. Look at this. It's a retirement account. And not only do they take, especially if you're prior to age 59 and a half, they'll usually take 10% of the amount. And then not only that, but let's say they take the state of California tax, which is at least 10%, the federal, which is at least 20%. And this is all exciting. You forget that while you're still working and you have other sources of income, that the dollars that you pull out, 40, 50, 60,000 or more, that you pull out forces the other income that you've been taxed on all year long to be now taxed again at a higher rate. And if you don't realize this, you guys, there are fees and taxes on everything. I love it when people go, well, that's just the way it goes. Pass the salt, please. Like, think for just a second, you guys. There are choices that you can make. People that are busy with soccer practice and what are you doing this weekend? And I have my life and this, and we're going to make dinner and I got to pick up the kid. And you forget that sitting in Washington and in Sacramento are a group of people that sit around. I promise you this. I just came back from KHTS's trip in Sacramento. I promise you this. There are dozens, if not hundreds of people whose job it is to sit there and find a way to take money from you by calling it something, it's not that, it's a user fee. It's a user fee. No, it's not that bad. Oh, we're going to tax cigarettes. Ooh, everybody hates cigarettes. First we beat up cigarettes and alcohol. We even call them a sin. Look, I don't like either of those things. That's not my thing, right? But then we beat the daylights out of these things, and then we run around and then we're going to tax it. And everybody goes, yeah, go get them. And you forget that tomorrow it's you. You got to focus for just a second. The way you spend your money in retirement will change everything about how you live, how you take it out, where you live. There are more people right now leaving California when they retire than are staying. Oh, Arif, how do you say that? It's called howmoneywalks.com. I don't get paid anything on the website. They pull the data from the IRS. Where do you live this year? Where do you live last year? How are you reporting your income? Where did the residency change? And do you know there are billions with the B of dollars that left and are leaving California all the time? Where are they going? When we come back, I'll give you the states. Look, if they're not going to change in Sacramento, if they're going to keep thinking that their guaranteed pension, their guaranteed sources of income, great benefits, health benefits, why don't they all get on Obamacare? Right? That's fine. All of you guys, staffers, people that make the laws, it's not the legislators, I want you to know that. Right? Legislators are there for a period of time. There's term limits. The lifetimers, the guys that retire after 20, 30, 40 years, they're the ones that are truly setting legislative policy. When we come back, that and a lot more. I'm Arif Halaby along with Jeff Girard on AM 1220 KHTS. Hey, welcome to the show, Total Financial Solutions, Safer Money Hour, your money in retirement. I'm Arif Halaby along with Jeff Girard. Look, where does your money go? You know, you can go to the state, you can go to the websites that the city has and look at where we spend money as a city. You can look at where the money goes. Look, whoever tells you we don't need taxes and we don't need, that kind of course we do. It's the efficiency, it's the understanding of times changed, right? If your city government was still buying Escalades, I don't know if they ever did, or your state government was buying the big SUVs that got 6 or 8 miles a gallon, and we looked around and we said, oh my gosh, gas is $4 a gallon, maybe we should make some changes, we would all agree. We'd say, oh, that's a wise move for the city to make some changes to either natural gas or hybrid vehicles or whatever they're doing to make some changes to cut back some of the costs. But if it's benefits, if it's pensions, if it is some of the automatic pay raises, if it's those types of things, nobody wants to talk about it. Look, I have a very conservative friend, reasonably conservative. When I said that the employer, that's the right word, somebody that he knows, maybe this is a better way of putting it, who's being paid an exorbitant amount of money to run a public institution, in my opinion, he goes, whoa, 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 that's different. I go, what do you mean it's different? It's okay for everybody else. So either it's always okay or it isn't okay. If you're going to give guaranteed benefits, in fact, if you're going to give $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month pension benefits forever, for as long as this person lives, 20, 30, 40 years, $20,000 a month? And health care of at least, I don't know, $1,500 a month probably, something like that, $1,000, $1,500 for not working. You have to realize right now, the California pension system, $77 billion with a B, underfunded. That means there's not enough money minus $77 billion. So in other words, if they had just enough today, it would be zero, it would be even. We'd say, oh, there's enough. If it was $1 short, oh, $1 short, we'd say it's $1 short, but it's not. It's $77 billion underfunded. Where do you think those dollars will come from? Do you think the workers and the unions that represent those people are going to allow a cutback? Or do you think they're going to hide it in all sorts of little taxes and small percentages? Because remember, you spend percentages, don't you? No. Shake your head no. I spend dollars. So they're going to hide a little bit of a 0.3 here and a 0.2 there, and let's extend Prop 30 there, and let's make it so you can spend. And will you retire and spend more money in state of California? Many people choose not to. Ask the moving van companies. Currently, 3 leave or 4 leave, depending on the month, for every 1 coming. They pay young people, college students usually, to bring the vans back empty because they need them for the next load that are leaving California. Oh, Arif, you're so dramatic. It isn't poor people that leave. It's not people that get food stamps and benefits. All of those things are necessary for a stopgap. Get the person out there. Have them cleaning freeways. Get them trained. Get them, trained up babysitting at the College of the Canyons daycare center while they're learning a new trade. Whatever it is, I don't care. Cleaning the train tracks. But if you're going to pay somebody to not work, that's a very dangerous thing. It messes with the mind of the person receiving the benefit. I think it's abuse. Right? How many of you have got something you didn't deserve? I'm raising my hand. And you kind of feel yucky. Well, at first you kind of feel like you got them. Ooh, I got them. I got something. And then you kind of feel like, oh, I kind of really didn't deserve that. And then your hand slowly goes down, and then a level of embarrassment. And then you feel kind of yucky. We have to decide, folks. Your retirement dollars, in my opinion, are going to be taxed. There will be a special tax on unearned income. That's money you did not go to work for that is coming by pensions or rental properties or investments or removing from your retirement accounts. I'll bet you there are going to be changes. In fact, December or January of 1996, 1997, I was speaking in front of a group of financial people, maybe 200 of them. It was a big room. And I said, the way the baby boomer market is going, right now everybody's working. Baby boomers are getting their 2nd or 3rd promotion. They're hitting their stride in their full-time career. But there will be a day when their income is not going to come from work. It's going to come from pulling money out of their retirement accounts. And so watch, the only way the government is going to be able to create a new program is to tax that money separately. And guess what? 3.8% Obamacare. Ah, my gosh, Arif, you're a genius. Well, yes, but that's not this point. This is a different point. It's that's where the bucket of dollars will be. The bucket of dollars is not going to be at the guy who has $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month student loan payments, and we see them, and then makes $20 or $30 an hour, and still lives at home or rents a small apartment. And then you're going to tell that person you're going to tax them more? It's easier to tax the ones that, they have that much money anyway. Who needs it? Remember President Obama, 2 years, maybe 2.5 by now, said, really, who needs more than 3 million? Like he just made this number up as if he was a god. Who needs more than 3 million in their retirement account? Anything more than that, and we should tax that at a different rate. What? What? Different, folks. We'll come back. Here's some solutions for retirement. Income is the key. It's the engine. You need to protect it when we come back. Total Financial Solutions, Save for Money Hour. I'm Arif Halaby. Jeff Girard will be joining me next on your place for News Talk and Information. This is AM 1220 KHTS.